Borderlands 4 comes out soon, and I still don't know about it. Been Borderlands fan forever. Played it, all of them, every single one. Got Borderlands 4 coming out soon. Everything so far seems to be like Borderlands 4's vibe is pulling more into the Borderlands 3 kind of feel. And I wasn't the biggest fan of Borderlands 3. Probably my least favorite of the mainline Borderlands, including pre-sequel. And let's throw in Tales from the Borderlands in there too, because I still like that game more than Borderlands 3. And then the Borderlands movie, that kind of ruined a lot for me. Borderlands movie should have done really good, but it was terrible. A Borderlands movie is actually a really good idea, and they could have done it very well. There wasn't much they had to do. They didn't even have to use CG. They could have just like built sets out in the desert. They probably didn't want to live in the desert. They probably wanted to hang out in LA, which has desert. They could have just like built something in LA. I don't know, I'm rambling. Borderlands 4 gameplay, let's see if it's going to change my mind. I'll probably have good things and bad things to say about it.
Heyo, I'm Randy Pitchford, founder of
Gearbox
Entertainment. Today, we're giving you our deepest look yet at Borderlands 4. All the excitement, loot, and gnarly carnage all running on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Never played a PlayStation 5 Pro. Haven't played a PlayStation since PlayStation 3.
Genre nearly 16 years ago, we've continued to refine the formula, delivering better loot, greater freedom, and endless mayhem.
You're gonna have to prove it, man. You're really gonna have to prove that.
And with Borderlands 4, we push things even further.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movements,
once again, gonna have to prove it.
Bigger and badder enemies, and a brand new planet. All in service of making you feel like a total badass.
Just because it feels better and looks better doesn't mean it is better. A lot of times, clunkier, technically worse controlling games are better.
It's the perfect entry point for new players, with incredible new places and a great story. And for our longtime Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone, while pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before.
And something tells me I don't believe you. I don't like Randy Pitchford. If he wasn't talking in this, I'd probably be in a better mood.
This is the culmination of years of hard work from my teammates across the Gearbox studios.
Once again, hard work doesn't equal good game.
So enough talk, let's get it. This is Borderlands 4.
Are we actually done talking here? I'm not. I'm gonna keep talking. Hope Randy's done talking. I like the Western vibes.
Borderlands is an unforgiving sci-fi universe where life is cheap and guns are plentiful. You play as a vault hunter, a badass mercenary with powerful abilities called action skills.
Today I'm playing as Vex, our new siren. She wields supernatural phase energy to devastating effect.
Well, I mean,
She
yeah.
can use that energy to empower herself.
I like the
or
darkness
channel
of
to
it,
conjure deadly
of this
minions
character.
that fight alongside her.
We haven't really got
And
a
because
character like
everything's
that.
better in co-op, I'm joining as Rafa, a former TDR soldier who wears an experimental exosuit. He can destruct an arsenal of weapons, like the razor-sharp arc knives.
That does
These are
look
two
cool.
of our 4 new vault
I'll give them that.
you
All
can
right.
play at launch.
I'm in on those two characters.
Borderlands 4 takes place on Kairos, an all-new planet steeped in conflict. For thousands of years, the Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its inhabitants with bolts.
This does feel a
cybernetic
lot darker
implants
than
fused to
Borderlands
their
3.
spines. Anyone who stepped out of line was brutally crushed by his army of synthetic soldiers known as the Order.
That's kind of
That
generic,
is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up.
but I've talked about that.
This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary vault hunter Lilith.
I don't like this purple filter that everybody uses. But I understand this is probably just one area, because Borderlands is like that. They like to put different filters on different areas. But I'm just tired of the purple filters. They're everywhere. And the teal.
When it reappeared across the
See, that's much better. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like they got a filter put on this area.
galaxy,
And there's the teal. There was the teal. Are you kidding me?
crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating.
I like this.
A planet-wide cataclysmic event that disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Now people all across Kairos have started rising up. Some even ripping out their bolts. And chunks of their brain along with it.
Here it comes!
That's
like the
situation
variation
our vault hunters have crash landed into.
in the Psychos.
A planet ready to explode, and you're the spark. As you explore, you'll meet a cast of incredible characters. Fan favorites return, like Zane and Moxie. You'll also meet new friends like Rush.
And as always, Claptrap is along for the ride.
I wish it was still the old Claptrap.
Last but not least is Echo 4. This helpful drone follows you everywhere. Hacking order tech, scanning the environment,
drone
and helping
hacking.
guide you to objectives.
It's Jack the Ripper from Gears of War. And like so many games use that. I don't like that. I don't like having to have something hack something and me have to wait. Because you could just do it yourself. I mean, it takes like 5 seconds. And now they're completely cutting that out. So what, is it just stand there and shoot the whole time?
But enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
I like the vibes of that area. There's a lot of these areas I like the vibes of.
Thanks to our improved lobby system, it's
This
easier
looks
than
good.
ever to join up with your friends on the fly.
I like this.
And with full crossplay at launch,
I'm probably
you can
gonna
play
choose
with
the
your
chick.
friends on any platform.
Today, we're venturing into Terminus Range, a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore. There's next to no loading time, just endless looting and
This is
shooting
giving
mayhem.
me some Borderlands 2 vibes in some of the areas.
For our current mission,
Like this.
we need to break into a secret black site located deep in the mountains. One of the Timekeeper's generals, Vile Lichter, has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals.
I mean, it doesn't exactly look like it came out of Borderlands 2. It still doesn't have that cartoonish vibe. It still looks too realistic. It kind of still has cartoon vibe to it. Like that comic booky feel. A little too sharp. The edges are too sharp, I think.
It's up to us to stop it.
All right, let's get moving. Here I'm using Glide,
like this.
one of our new movement abilities.
I like the... Like in the pre-sequel when they added the oxygen tanks. I thought that was cool. I thought it was an interesting mechanic. And this is kind of a variation of that.
Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple, these make getting around more fun and add a ton of utility to combat.
Can you do a slam? I want to do a slam. Something I don't like, the UI, I think, is too dark. I think I don't like that bottom right thing, that shows you the quick select for the weapons and stuff. I don't like that. I don't like being able to see that. Hopefully I could turn that off.
As you traverse, you'll uncover a vast and beautiful world. And to bring Kairos to life, we've introduced dynamic weather and events, so you constantly have new things to discover.
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend with.
Yeah, the UI I'm just noticing is a lot different. There's that bar is not at the bottom of the screen. I kind of miss that. I like to have the bar at the screen. In the bottom of the screen, I mean. And it looks like the skill point is not a thing, really, anymore on the screen. Like your power, I forget what it's called. They were the same thing, the skill point indicator and where you used your power up, your special.
Like these Crash, flying beasts who attack in flocks.
Acrid Crash.
Here we've come across a silo, one of several new activities in Borderlands 4.
You'll naturally discover short gameplay experiences like this all across Kairos.
I like the colors and
There's
how
no
it's
need to
not
pick up a mission
oversaturated.
first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old, decommissioned order tech that you can hijack from
Ooh.
the Crimson Resistance.
With the help of Echo 4, we'll hack into their network and release the
I'm liking the
communications
colors of things. It's usually like one of my biggest qualms with a lot of modern games is the colors. That looks like some Halo stuff right there.
Now that we're in charge, we can fast travel to the silo.
Or
And
like
as a bonus,
Destiny.
it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment. We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault, a high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
I like that. That sounds cool. That sounds fun and Borderlands-y.
Let's get after it.
This whole glide thing, I like it a lot. Not gonna lie. This is looking good. I'm liking this.
Another
I
nice
might
thing
get
about
this.
silos is you can zip line up
They
and take
might have
off.
turned me around. Really, this glide mechanic, I'm
And
digging
if
it a
that's not
lot.
fast enough for you, you can always pull out your personal vehicle, the Digirunner.
I like the way that
Just hop
vehicle
on,
looks
hit
too.
boost, and get rolling.
It's like a
You
ghost
can
from
customize the
Halo.
body, paint job, and even how it handles.
And because this is Borderlands, you best believe it has guns.
Is Borderlands 4 gonna be the Halo that I wanted?
As you traverse, you'll encounter a host of dynamic events. From order patrols to world bosses, there's always something to shoot and loot.
Honestly, I think this is gonna be like what Halo Infinite should have been. This game is gonna embarrass Halo
All
Infinite.
right, we're coming up on an order outpost. Let's see the new movement abilities in action.
Yeah, let's get into some combat, is what I want to see.
Chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever. You can dash in and out of melee attacks, dodge projectiles, or quickly reposition to gain an advantage.
I think the guns are too sharp. Maybe not all of them are gonna be like that, but it's almost like they have too much detail. Like it's detail puked. Trying to be too sci-fi, not comic book enough. We'll have to see. It's kind of all of them. It's too sharp, too pointy. I like all of the variation in combat. Like, it's even got
Now I know
the
that there's a vault
grappling
fighting around
hook,
here somewhere.
like in Halo.
But we've got a mission to get back to. Let's pull out Echo 4 to show us where to go.
We're meeting up with none other than the Tigra Partali herself, Amara. She's a former vault hunter and exotic.
Most other games nowadays, the color in those weird white and purple trees, pink trees, whatever, would be saturated to the max. I like this. And it would probably be all one color. You know how it's got like the variations in color? That probably wouldn't have been a thing. They'd just be like solid, bright purple.
Pet sitter from Borderlands 3. She came to Kairos in search of Lilith and is now helping us take down the Timekeeper.
I'm kind of excited for this, not gonna lie.
Don't you
Definitely gonna wait
We'll play
like a
in
week or
moment,
two.
huh?
See what people have to say about it.
Pet sit for a few weeks, and the next thing you know, you're having full conversations with animals.
I don't like how it didn't show the person's face who was talking, even if like you don't actually know what they look like or see their face, and it just has something there. Hopefully that is a thing that doesn't continue throughout this game. I like to actually see who's talking to me, like the face of them.
You don't use security like that unless you've got something to hide. This must be the path to the black side.
Agreed. But if Lilith is on the other side, I don't mind some property destruction.
I really like the way Amara looks. She looks really cool. She was the character that I like to play as in Borderlands 3.
Ooh, your specialty. Please, be my guest.
She really looks like a wastelander
Come.
instead
let's
of
throw
like
some
a
light on this
sci-fi
black
soldier.
site of his.
She's got some grit. Like she's been on
This place is
Pandora for a
crawling with
long time.
creeps. Clear them out.
Co-op has always been at the heart of Borderlands, and we've put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
And you don't have to worry about loot ninjas stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up,
Does it have to be? Can we set it to where we can change the loot to where it's shared? Because I like doing the shared loot. I like being able to ninja loot. Ninja loot the bling bling.
you can easily fast travel to your friends.
And two-player split screen returns so you can enjoy couch co-op. Regardless of how you play, we just want you to be able to hang with your buddies and have a great time.
That's all it's all about. That's what it's really about, man.
What is that?
That looks cool. That looks insane. Like a flower with a... Was that a megaphone, whatever, on it? Do you imagine a flower that's got dubstep speakers?
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Tim feels like the product of Lichter's twisted mind. Another of his experiments. If he's doing this to creeps, I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside. That air vent. Let's check it out.
You know, this is really giving me Borderlands 1 vibes. Like with the gameplay and the vibe of running around and everything.
Hermes is really creeped out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot.
I think that door was a little bit too detailed, but that's okay.
In Borderlands 4, each piece of gear comes from one of 8 manufacturers with their own characteristics and trademarks. There's Jacobs, with crit-friendly black powder weapons, the elemental expertise of Maliwan.
Yeah, these areas look
Vladoff,
incredibly
who saw lower
good.
accuracy with more bullets. The toss to reload Tediore.
This one, not so much. This one's a bit boring.
Or
But I can
Torg
see how it
with
fits.
Explosions! We also have 3 new ones. The Order, with powerful charge and release blast, fully auto rippers, and the reliable, easy-to-use Daedalus, which can use multiple ammo types.
But that's just the start.
Yeah, I still
We've
think
introduced an all-new
they're
licensed
too
parts
detailed.
system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon. For instance, this flat-off
Like, compared to the character's all, like, cel-shaded and gritty. And it's not, like, overly detailed. There's definitely detail there. But, like, when they hold the gun, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it's the same art style. It's like the people who did the guns and the people who did the game didn't talk to each other.
assault rifle features a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Maliwan elemental switch, meaning it shoots fast and explodes things.
This definitely looks like an Unreal Engine game in areas like this.
The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn, creating wilder and wilder loot.
This looks really good. This looks incredible.
And that's before even getting into alt-fire modes, underbarrels, and
That's funny, I
elemental
like
damage.
that.
The possibilities are truly endless.
To support playing with your favorite manufacturer, we've added Enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific manufacturers.
I can get down with that. That sounds cool. You know, it's just a change that they did. Might be fun. Probably gonna act basically the same way as artifacts, but you know.
Take my current enhancement. It adds a kill bonus to all guns with Daedalus parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage. This lets you min-max your build around your favorite manufacturer, immediately turning just okay guns into amazing weapons.
Finally, we've heard your feedback, and we've overhauled our drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes for our most satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries.
That's a cool gun.
These have always had
I like
unique
that.
effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear.
This is a cool
But in
gun too.
Borderlands 3, they drop to
See, the ones that aren't overly detailed are the ones that I like. The ones that don't look like super sci-fi over-the-top guns. This looks over the top, but it's not like super detailed. This looks over the top in a cool, fun way. Like comic booky way.
often.
Almost
This not
like a
only
cartoon.
devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less
I
valuable.
like this one.
In our new system,
Oh, is that
not
an
only do
alien
all
gun?
guns feel great, but
Bringing
now
those back?
legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, Ordnance. This is the new gear slot for grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers.
Oh yeah? I like that. I like the way
Instead
that
of taking up a
looks,
gun slot
except
and
for it's
ammo,
too detailed
Ordnance
again.
now has cooldown time.
Too much going on.
No more saving the big guns for boss fights. Now you can blow stuff up as often as you want.
Yeah, she looks like that's who I'm gonna pick. She looks fun to play.
Before we go further, let's talk a little bit about action skills.
I usually pick the Siren when I first play Borderlands games. That's like the first character I pick in every one of them. And they usually end up being my favorite character.
Every Vault Hunter has a set of 3 unique action skills. These are class-defining abilities with devastating effects. Up until now, I'd been using Incarnate to deliver powerful phase blasts. But let's switch it up to Phase Familiar and pull out Trouble. As you can see, each action skill has its own branching skill tree, giving you more build freedom than ever before.
She got a pet. It's like a Siren got mixed with the Necromancer.
On top of passive skills, you can further customize action skills with augments and capstones. These are socketed enhancements that add new behaviors and functions to your action skill.
Different builds completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly, or completely respec your skill trees at hubs around Kairos.
This gives us a chance to talk about traits. Each Vault Hunter has a unique passive ability called a trait. For Vex, her action skills attune to the element of her equipped weapon. So by swapping guns, I can change Trouble's damage from kinetic to shock,
I like that.
fire,
That's cool.
or any other
Yeah.
elemental type.
It is like
And
Necromancer
also,
mixed with a
you can
Siren.
pet the cat.
Of course you can pet the cat. I'm cool with that. I like that
Let's
actually.
see where this vent takes.
I'm not one of those people who get angry at games when you can pet the dog or pet the cat. I like doing that kind of stuff. I mean, if you can do it and it doesn't take up much room, much time, why not?
us. God, are those test tubes?
This looks good. But it does have more like a Borderlands 3 feel. But it looks like it's trying to go for Borderlands 2, and I do like that. I don't like it as much as like one of these areas would look in Borderlands 2. It's almost too lit up, too filtered, too detailed, too much detail, too sharp.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return. Of course, I could have avoided it in the first place if I had just used my ref kit.
But if not
This new
every
piece of
place
gear
is like
provides
that,
health
I
and
think
other
I can
buffs,
look past
like
it.
temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
Especially if the writing is good in this one,
afraid to
and it
ask
has
what's
good
in the
story
tube.
and good characters. And so far, it
Look at
seems like
these
it
guys.
does.
Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the story again
Find
or just
Lilith.
grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
That's what I'm
But we'll
most
talk
excited
more about
for is
endgame
Lilith.
later.
She is
For
my
now,
favorite
let's jump
Borderlands
ahead and show you
character.
something truly badass. In Borderlands 4, our bosses
That's
are
cool.
bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills, gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
I really like this. This is really cool. Yeah, with the fists in the hands, that's a cool idea.
Whoa. Spoilers. That's enough of that for now.
That's almost like
But
Resident
we look
Evil.
forward to showing you much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
Yeah, this looks incredible
And for
actually.
everyone at Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
An awful lot of white people. You know, I think all in all, I give that trailer 7.5 out of 10. I think this is gonna be like a 7.5, 8 out of 10 game. I'm probably gonna get this. We're gonna have to see though, and definitely I'm gonna wait for people to buy it and see if it's any good. People talk about it. Hopefully it's good. If it's better than Borderlands 3, I'm gonna love it, because I love Borderlands 3. I do. It's just probably the worst Borderlands game of the main series. I didn't actually play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands or New Tales from the Borderlands. I heard that one was bad, so I just skipped it. I'll probably watch a gameplay series of New Tales from the Borderlands and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, just so I can get that story, because I'm probably not going to play that. Unless it goes on sale for like $1, I might get it. $5, Borderlands 4, we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested. Can they pull me back in? It has potential. It has potential. I have t-shirts down there in the description if you want to buy one. I'm out.